Yes, my people, welcome to a brand new show, the first ever episode of the third half, a series that I've decided to bring for the World Cup. Obviously, I've got my two brothers alongside me, Fuad and Rimedi, my first two ever guests on the show. How you guys feeling, my brothers?
Good, man.
No, we're
Good.
feeling good. We're feeling good.
Yeah, what are you saying? You have got the World Cup fever. Have you started feeling the vibes yet?
Shall I be
Are you still
real
early?
with
You
you?
got your
Not
holiday.
yet, you know. I don't know why.
Is it?
Normally, compared to like other World Cups, like there's an anthem usually. There's I don't know. There's some kind of celebration beforehand where you feel like this one. It feels a bit muted. It almost feels like we're going through the back door of the World Cup beginning. I'm hoping the week of, like, obviously when this comes out, or it'll probably be the week of. But I'm hoping like once the games begin, that's when the action really kicks off. Because I remember in Qatar beforehand, there was a lot of questions and doubts and all of that about is it going to be a good World Cup, and it ended up being one of the best ones. So who knows, man?
Right, do you think we're missing at Waka Waka? I think that's
No. I'll be real.
I think we're missing a little something.
I'll be real.
Was that K9 rhythm in 2010? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're
run that back,
man.
I'll be real.
Yeah,
Hot take. That speed song got me ready, man.
And you know what?
Mid,
I swear to you, I ain't heard it yet. I saw it on my Twitter timeline.
You haven't?
Like, how are we already deciding Speed has made the anthem? I'm like, we're in a dark place. Speed is popping up the week before the World Cup is dropping the World Cup anthem. And
No,
listen,
because
I love Speed. Credit to him
Yeah.
for everything he's doing. If anyone can actually do that rhythm, he's someone who's been around the world, so he's probably in the best position to give an anthem like that. But I'm like, come on. Like none of you Grammy-winning artists sort of.
You know what's so crazy?
And you know what's
Go ahead.
I know they're gonna roll out Future at halftime or some shit they were saying. I said,
Yeah. No, you know what's so crazy? You know what's so
Go
crazy? They dropped an official album. So they did a soundtrack for the World Cup. They got Tyler, Future, French Montana, Shakira.
It's a DJ Khaled album.
It's like an all-star list, yeah.
This is DJ Khaled, man.
Not a single song bang, bro.
They're missing the minerals, bro. I'm telling you, it's the same recipe that has been lost with like FIFA songs, bro. Like when you get an EAFC, the rhythms, they're trying to recapture that flow, but it's not hitting. It's not organic. And right now, I don't know, man. World Cup, I'm feeling that same kind of energy. It's not organic.
Sometimes you need simplicity, you know that. Go on,
you do. No, I was gonna say, I hear you on that point. But we were hitting a low because the first announced song for the World Cup was "Never Felt This Feel Before," the Jelly Roll song. So we're starting off there. So I'm saying anything else. So when I heard the Shakira one, I was like, "Cool, we're on something." Like, go ahead.
Even that though is mind game. They're setting the bar so low out of the gate that they're like, they're gonna love the follow-up. Like they know the game. I'm like, nah, man, I don't like this. World Cup used to feel emphatic, used to feel like bigger than club football. I remember it was like the time, players are playing through broken metatarsals. They're like, nah, I must make the World Cup. I'm like, this one, I don't know, man. If I got a knee knock, I might rest up for my club,
No, it's not hitting right now. I'll be real. It's not really hitting right now. We say that, but then once the football starts playing, obviously, once the football starts,
that's what I'm hoping.
It might change.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is that I read an article, was it yesterday or something like that, where it was comparing the last time America held this tournament in '94 and kind of now, and how they didn't really capture the moment or the feeling of the World Cup at that time. And I'm really hoping, seeing some of the friendlies that we've seen so far, the pitches, the atmosphere, I'm like, I don't know.
The only place that I feel like the vibe is there is New York City, because the Knicks right now is going crazy. Everyone that's in New York right now looks like they're living life.
We're talking about
We got a Spurs fan here. We got a double Spurs fan here.
No, I'm a Knicks fan.
No matter what sport I go, bro, it don't matter.
I started supporting the Knicks in January, man. We've had a great year.
Do you know the worst thing was? I switched over. I've always liked the Spurs. I've always been a Russell Westbrook. I was like, there's a moment to glory hunt here with this new Spurs. Let me get my Wemby stocks up. Yeah, and then now biggest crash out in the finals. I'm like, yeah, man, let this World Cup. Let's get started, man.
Yeah, it's been a rough year of sports for you, man. It's been a rough year still.
We're still here. We're still here. We're still here.
Well, listen. Today's episode, we're gonna do our predictions, right? So we're gonna basically, I got different categories. So we're gonna start off from underperformers to breakout star to your young player of the tournament, player of the tournament, and then we're gonna do our winners as well. So also top scorer as well. So different categories, and we're gonna essentially predict, a player for each one or a team. So you guys ready for that? So we're gonna start with the first one, underperforming team or underperforming nation. So who did you guys go with? I'm gonna start with you, Rimedi, first.
For underperforming, I actually went for. I don't know if this is underperforming because the hopes are so low, but I'm just gonna go off a name brand. It's obviously Brazil. Now I don't know if that's like a hot take because no one really rates Brazil right now. But I was watching them last night. It was bad, bro. Like I just didn't, bro. I just didn't feel it, bro. I'm watching the highlights. I'm like, yo, and they got the main superstar Gabriel Martinelli to add to it. Please, bro. Please, I'm not trying to enjoy Brazil this one. So I don't know if they count as like underperformance, sorry. But bro, I'm not looking forward to Brazil in terms of like high hopes.
I think
it's crazy, bro. You know they've lost.
They're probably the team with the biggest narrative you hope coming into this. Obviously, you saw what the Argentinian players were doing for Messi the last World Cup. You kind of hope the Brazil players would do the same for Neymar coming into this World Cup, considering it's his last dance. Obviously, the kind of way he's had to get to this World Cup, the injuries he's had to put up with. You'd hope for 7 games they can carry him and maybe do something. But I kind of hear Remedy with him there with Brazil. I've gone for Germany, though. I don't know if the expectations similarly are too high for Germany, but I think people look at Germany and think, oh, no, they'll be there or thereabouts. They usually get the business done when necessary. But the last couple of tournaments, they haven't covered themselves in much glory. For me, I look at it and I'm thinking, Jamal Musiala hasn't really hit the heights since coming back. For me, I think there's a lot of pressure on Florian Wirtz in this tournament in terms of rectifying maybe and reminding people what he's really about compared to his club season this year. But then also that extra burden of creativity at Germany, where I don't really think they've got that kind of star power. Leroy Sané isn't really what he used to be. Gnabry isn't really what he used to be. You look at Goretzka, Kimmich, then there's Undav up front. You look at the defense and it's like Schlotterbeck's good, but around him you've got an aging Rudiger. It's I don't know. 40-year-old Manuel Neuer's just come out of nowhere, by the way, and just reclaimed his spot again. Yeah. And that's pissed off Baumann, who was the guy throughout the competition the whole way. Does that disrupt the camp a little bit? I look at them and I'm like, they've just got car crash written all over them.
Yeah, no, I hear it. Both shouts are actually fair. I think I looked at both teams, but I've gone with somewhere familiar, man. England. Yeah, I'm going for England. I just I'm not convinced, man. I'm not convinced. I think since Tuchel's come in, I had high hopes because I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people that was pushing for Southgate to leave. I can't lie, I kind of got fed up with the Southgate era as it came towards the end. I just felt like with the amount of talent that England has, they should be, they should have a trophy to their name. The fact that we don't have a trophy to name, I feel like it's a bit of a travesty. And I was like hoping Tuchel being, a cup competition type of manager, the success that he's had with PSG and Chelsea, that maybe he can bring that ruthlessness. And yes, he's a bit of a defensive manager, but still, make this team winners. And from what I've seen so far under his time with England, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been underwhelming. I don't know if you guys have watched some of the friendlies England have played in. The performance.
Anybody ain't watching that, man?
Bro, when I tell you,
the thing is, did anybody expect anything else? Like, I feel
not
like
really.
You're almost like in danger of catching yourself there because, for me, I thought when Tuchel was coming in, I was like, you know what you're getting. You might get a back 5, you might get back 4, but it's going to be hard-nosed, grit and grind type football. We're going to grind through, and a few players might be let off the cuff to kind of do their thing. But I think this England team has kind of been playing that under Southgate over the last couple of years as well. So now that people thought Tuchel, because he's German maybe or something, and as you said, maybe he's a cup guy. But I'm like, the fact that he's a cup guy even makes it even more because you're less likely to take risk in those cup tournaments. So I think he's actually set up well, and this England squad is actually set up well. And in fact, I actually think England have the game winners, which is what you need at these tournaments. Maybe they're still missing that profile to dominate games, in my opinion, with like an Adam Morton that I think they should have taken in terms of that deep line playmaking you can dictate. But I look at Saka. I look at, especially at international stage, Saka, what he's done. Harry Kane, the form he's coming into this. Bellingham, he's always got a point to prove at international stage. I think Rashford is coming into this with very good form. I'm looking at a lot of game changers. Declan Rice, who's coming in a much bigger player this tournament than previous tournaments, probably played the most minutes at any of these players. So in a weird way, I'm looking at England and I'm like, I agree, there's a lot of expectations, but I also think they're good enough and they've been here enough times now. They've gotten to a semi-final, a final in another Euros. Like, you lot can't fumble this.
Yeah. Now, do you know what it is?
I big lens on Tuchel.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but also at the same time, the reason why I think a lot of people had high hopes when Tuchel came in is because he's worked with superstars before. He's worked with Neymar, he's worked with Mbappe's, and even though he is known to be quite a pragmatic defensive manager, he's still shown that he can give freedom to his attackers, you know, to kind of express themselves and be those things. Like you said, you mentioned Rashford, you mentioned the likes of Saka, Harry Kane. We know that those players at their best, when they've given their freedom, can cause a lot of damage. Where I feel like we're still yet to see that with all the games that we have seen in Tuchel, we're still yet to see, like you said, the shackles being let off with these attackers. And I still feel like even though, like, let's not get it twisted, Tuchel's had a perfect qualification campaign. You know, he's had a pretty much all wins, you know, so we are talking about a team that are winning games. But we've seen that in the past with Southgate as well, where we've had excellent qualification campaigns. We come into tournaments, we do well against the easy nations, but then once we come up against one of the top nations, we struggle to flex our muscle. If I could say that, we don't really flex our muscle enough, and I thought that Tuchel would be the manager to make that happen, but I'm still yet to see that. So I still feel like if we were to come up against France or Spain, that could essentially happen again.
The thing is with that is I don't feel like you're giving Tuchel a chance in a competition where you can just be like, you know what, I haven't seen that yet, because for us, we always know England are the team that are underwhelming the friendlies. The Wembley games are so boring. No one actually watches them. And then when it comes to the tournament, firstly, what Southgate did really well was like sort of unite the country, right? And I don't feel like we're giving Tuchel a chance for him to be like, oh no, they're going to be the underwhelming team. I get what both of you are saying in terms of, okay, maybe leaving out certain profiles, but I still think when it comes, as Fuad said, the talent that England have is still incredible. And you think about, for example, the players that Tuchel's picked. I think what he's done is that he says, look, I don't have a lot of time to spend with these players. How can I find as many relationships as possible? So, okay, he's picked all the Arsenal boys apart from Lewis Skelly. So the right wing is Saka Madueke, and Madueke knows that role. He's going to come on. He's going to, for 20, 30 minutes, he's going to look like, whoa, the best player ever until he gets to the box. And then you have obviously Reece James, who's like an all-rounder, right? Reece James is finally fit at a major tournament, which he hasn't been for England since Euro 2021. I think that right side between Reece James and Saka, you're going to struggle to find a more balanced right side in terms of quality, in terms of sort of how they connect with each other. So for me, that's why I wouldn't say England yet. But obviously, after the first couple of games, you can maybe get a gauge on how well the tournament is going to be.
Yeah. Now, do you know what it is? In terms of picking a squad, I don't have too much. At the end of the day, he's the manager, right? And to show, like Fuad was alluded to earlier, like, we know what he is. Like, we've seen it at Chelsea. The guy cares a lot about balance, right? He's willing to make sacrifices and drop names if it means that, you know, he essentially keeps the balance in his team. Obviously, when you're looking at his squad, you could see that he's gone for balance. He didn't want to take too many number 10s. You know, he wanted to take the right number 10s that he felt was fit for his system and whatnot. So I'm not kind of against that, but that is a double-edged sword, because that can come back to bite him. Now he's put himself under the pressure of, if he doesn't at least get to, let's say, a quarterfinal or semi-final, anything below that is a failure. You know what I mean? He's kind of already put that kind of pressure on himself. So I'm intrigued to see how it turns. I'm not against England. I want England to win. I don't get to.
You got English shirt on, ain't you?
I got the English shirt right here. So, you know, I want
this is shameless, man.
I want them to do, that's the thing, but I want them to do well. So it's not like I'm against it, but I can already see the signs. Look, we lost against Senegal badly in a friendly. Japan bopped us off the park. They bopped us, bro. I can't remember the last time I seen a team come to Wembley and bop England off the park like that. What were you gonna say, Brad?
I thought I actually forgotten.
No, it's all good, brother. It's all good. But listen, talk to me about
Holland. No, I just remember now.
Yeah.
You're saying like how much there's pressure on Tuchel, but I think with this being his first major tournament, I do think there's a degree of pressure on him. But I also think for the first time since, quote unquote, the golden generation, you also have to look at the players more than ever, because now these aren't like the young pups that they were 2 or 3 tournaments ago. Like back then, they were like, oh, Southgate's young boys were building them. They've now been to semi-finals, finals. They're winning at club level serially, a lot of them as well. Like it, and they're all coming to that age as well, where they're 27, 28. They're all coming to the peaks of their careers. Guys like Saka, Declan Rice, Bellingham, Kane, they need to be stepping up in those big moments as well. When the games are tight, when it's dry, when you can see Japan are just outclassing us today. Okay, I'm going to be the one to step up and dig us out and give us that moment. Like Bellingham did against Slovakia in that last tournament. Do you know what I mean? Players are going to have to step up, and because you know what Tuchel's football is going to be. You know there's a rigidity, a balance, defensively how we need to shape up. But going forward, a maverick needs to step up. Someone with that bit of courage. And I look at these guys and I'm like, yo, Kane, now more than ever, if you want to make that and solidify that Ballon d'Or case, just give us a quarter-final moment of brilliance where it's like, he led us. He repented for that France penalty miss. Do you know what I mean? That type of Saka. Hey, you may have missed out on club season this year. People are talking, but World Cup, he turned up. Bellingham, hey, Madrid drama. Forget all that. England, that's where his heart is. That's what you want to be walking away from this tournament. And as much as there should be attention towards Tuchel, I think now more than ever as well, you have to look at these players and demand from them. I'll be honest with you, because they're at that level. They're at that quality. They're at that. They've played at these stages before. So it's like now more than ever, come on, boys, carry us.
And I think
like
we
made
forget
a good point about the World Cup. Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, I think we forget the view of the casual eye, right? So a lot of these people are going to be watching the first bout of football since Euro 2024, like consistency, right? And bro, if you perform for the casual eye, you're the greatest player ever. So for me, like if these English players, they like have a standout performance, bro, it doesn't matter what they do what they did last season. It doesn't matter what they do in the season coming. If you perform for England, you're the greatest.
Cemented.
That's why, for example, Saka, because he always performs for England, people don't really get onto him as much, for example, after a season that he's had, because they know, okay, World Cup's coming. The guy's turned up tournament after tournament for England, and they think that he's going to do it again. And if he does, bro, you cannot say anything.
Rimedi, even better example, Cole Palmer, who is the face of Nike's campaign, by the way. Didn't make the campaign this time, but the last time England had an international tournament, he was the last man that made it through the back door after that incredible campaign. What did he do? He went on in the final, had that moment, and it was like, yo, this guy is now cemented on the biggest stage. Even though we lost, he was one of the few that turned up. Cole Palmer cemented. And after that, it's been up and down since. But that's to say, you know, those moments at these stages, bro, it can solidify your legacy, bro. And I think some of these players, I'm looking at them and I'm like, bro, people are questioning, is Saka world class? Yo, Declan Rice, should he have won player of the year? Bellingham, what's going on at Madrid? Kane, Ballon d'Or. Brother, take this opportunity. Rashford, they're talking about they chose Golden over you. You wouldn't sit on that bench and bang out.
It's true. No, you're right.
Bro, hey, listen, I'm telling you, there are legacies to be cemented. Reece James, first international tournament. Guehi, you just cost Man City the title. What better redemption arc than putting England on your back? Because last tournament, you might have been one of the players of the tournament. Jordan Pickford missed the consistency for England. So I'm looking at that England team. I'm like, lads, there's no excuses in this dressing room. You know what I mean? Hey, don't get me in that. Gareth.
No, you're right, bro. Now, in terms of everything you said with legacy, you're right, bro. This is big for a lot of players. Also, another point as well to add to that, you're exposing yourself to the American market. If any player has an amazing tournament, bro, when it comes to sponsorships, name, branding, if you have a spectacular World Cup in America, they will remember you. They will remember you, right? And that opens the door a lot.
Don't let Mamdani be there when Saka scores. Oh, man. They might calling it New York Saka.
He just had a documentary. Bro, he just had a documentary come out on Disney Plus, bro. He had a whole premiere in New York City, bro.
That's crazy, man. That's good. They might replace the Statue of Liberty. They might replace it with Saka.
Statue of Saka.
Statue of Saka. That's what I might do. Listen, the next category is breakout stars. So who is somebody that it might be well renowned within obviously the game of football, but isn't really well known outside of it, that you feel like could potentially, like we said about the whole exposure to America, could then end up becoming a world beater, like kind of like James Rodriguez back in 2014?
I think for me, I mean, it's insane because I feel like he's one of the front runners for the Ballon d'Or as well. But I think Michael Olise, considering he hasn't been to a World Cup before, I feel like he's fairly new to this France team, having only really broken through in the last like 18 months or so. I mean, 4 years ago, bro, this brother was playing Crystal Palace. I don't think anybody even knew he was French. So now the fact that we're talking about him as like a solidified starter, I'm like, yo, you have taken every step in your career from Championship to Premier League to people saying, yo, you deserve that bigger move. And then he went to Bayern Munich, took to that like a duck to water. Champions League football, stepped into that effortlessly. France team, he's taken to that calmly. I'm like, yo, this brother nothing seems to phase him. So now at the World Cup biggest stage, you're in the best team, favorites, Kylian Mbappe in front of you, Dembele in front of you. I'm like, Olise, how are you gonna shine in this? So I'm curious to see how he sets up, because I always think international football can be very different, bro. You can be the killer and the man at club level, but international is different. You might be the star man at club, but hey, when Kiki's there and he gives you that dictation, you better play that cross on point. Otherwise, you're turkey, warm up. You got comrades itching, waiting to get on. Dewey, where are you? Yo, like there's soldiers. So I'm looking at Olise and I'm like, there's an opportunity here. And Florentino Perez just dropped a bombshell this week saying, yo, that's my 150 million. Like, this is the stratosphere Olise has gotten to. Like,
crazy, isn't it? From Reading days.
I'm like, bro,
from Reading in the championship
tournament for me is written almost for Olise to be, quote unquote, the young player of the tournament, the breakout star, the guy who, as you're saying, American audiences are going to be like, yo, who is Olise? Huh?
Michael Olise?
Yes, he already speaks English fluently. He don't even come with the French twang. So it's like, yo, he can adjust and do our little adverts, no problem. Come and do some Mountain Dew adverts. We got that.
What about you, Rimedi? That's a good shout out. I like Olise.
Yeah. To be honest, breakout star. I wanted to do it sort of that's like, whoa, I haven't heard no one talking about him. So I did a little bit of research. I went into the conference.
Olise is an easy one. I can't lie to you.
Olise is easy, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I started off with what countries I think are going to have a good World Cup. So I'll get onto my dark horses later. I'll leave them there. But I'll go into one of the countries that I looked into, Morocco. Obviously, they've been crowned AFCON champions. They are the AFCON champions as we speak at the moment.
Oh, whoa, that's a bit controversial there.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying. I'm just going off what the stat sheet is saying. They are current AFCON champions. They won the Arab Cup. They got to the semifinals of the last World Cup. They're in a good moment. They're in a good generation right now. So I think, okay, who is going to perform for Morocco? There are 2 players. So I did breakout players. I did Bilal El-Khanous and Saibari, who's obviously just gone to Bayern Munich, right? Bilal El-Khanous, right? I think he's so good. The numbers or the stats, they don't show it, but we're looking at a player or a number 10 attacking midfielder who can link play, can score goals, can run attacks. You can call him Baby Bruno in terms of the way that he plays. He's always on the front foot trying to find a pass through. And because I think Morocco are going to have a good World Cup, that's one. Ismail Saibari, though. Oh, my God. What Bayern just signed, bro. If you put any sort of compilation of him, you're going to see him barging guys. He's a striker. He's a left winger. He's barging guys. He's close touch, 1 touch, 2 touch, can get into the box, can score goals, can hold off defenders. And for me, that's how I think if you're stronger than everyone, if you're like World Cup is matchups, right? Because it's not like club. You don't have all the tactics. It's 1v1, right? And if you're stronger, if you're quicker, if you can get by someone 1v1, you're going to have a chance. And that's what I think. Ismail Saibari is obviously at Bayern Munich right now, earned his move. And that's going to be his tournament where like, yo, who's this guy? Bro,
yeah.
Say Rimedi sent you. That's all I'm going to say.
The only thing I'll say about Saibari is that I watched him at the AFCON I'm not gonna lie, he was a little bit underwhelming at the AFCON in Jan. I'm not gonna lie to you. Brahim Diaz became more of the creative outlet because everyone expected him to be the creative outlet, and it ended up being Brahim Diaz doing literally everything for them. So I do think he's a good player. I do think he's a very good player. I remember that performance against Liverpool in the Champions League. So I know he's a good player. It's just what kind of role would he have for Morocco? So for Morocco, he was more of a workhorse rather than a creator. So it'll be interesting. We'll see in it. I think that's a good shout, though.
I think in that same flow, though, I think one that has been building over the last few years, Ibrahim Maza at Leverkusen, who I think at Algeria is now taking that fulcrum of the creativity. I think he is going to be one of the guys who puts himself in that elite stage. I know he's already been linked to a couple of big teams, but I think this could be a tournament. Players like him, Ibrahim Mbaye for Senegal as well. There's a couple of these youngsters where you're thinking they might not be starters, but you know them, man, that just come off 20th minute when the main star ain't performing, and they're just that bit of fresh legs. I think that's what they could be. So Ibrahim Maz is definitely another one at Algeria as well.
Yeah, I went for Kenan Yildiz for Turkey. I looked at Turkey's group. I'm not gonna lie, they got a favorable group. I think they should be expected to go through. And obviously they got the two, you could argue, very exciting young promising talents in Arda Güler and Kenan Yildiz. Everyone kind of already knows of Arda Güler. Of course, he's already had, he's had a good season for Real Madrid on a personal level. And he's already got that sort of star status already, given how he performed for them in the last Euros. But I think Kenan Yildiz, I think he will really, really make his name known in this World Cup. I think he will be the star player. Very exciting young player. You've seen what he's done for Juventus, and I feel like a lot of people are not really familiar with him because a lot of people don't really watch or keep up to date with what's going on in Serie A. But I think he's the one to watch out for in this tournament. So
Arda Güler had his tournament last time. Kenan, hey man,
Listen,
and that is a dangerous two-man step. I can't lie.
Yeah.
They just
so that's my shot.
Random Donnies from Besiktas or Fenerbahce to pop up on that right wing, and they're good.
Yeah. No, I think they'll do well. I think they'll do well. I think they'll
it's their first World Cup since 2002. Are we deep in this?
And where did they finish in that one?
Third place. Damn.
Streets won't forget.
Controversial though.
Stanley. Hey, Hakan Sukas are legends, man. So real legends in that Turkish team.
Yo, this is the Unk talk, man. All right,
Emre Belözoğlu. Hey,
all right.
Come on, man.
All right, but what's controversial though? We have to admit that it's got asterisk to it though. It does have an asterisk to it. What's it called? Turkey. Yeah. There was a bit of dodginess going on there. Remember the game against Italy?
I'll be real with you. There ain't a single World Cup we can look at and say there weren't a bit of dodginess.
No. That World Cup was
single World Cup. Yeah. Lionel Messi penalty in every single round.
Ooh, hey! Don't get me started. You're gonna get me excited. Don't get me started.
Give me that wobble. That's what they said the last time I was there.
Yeah. But listen, we'll move on to the next category, which is the young player of the tournament. So someone, let's say under 23. We'll say under 23 for this. But yeah. Should we say young under 23? Is that fair?
Let's. I'll be real with you. We're wasting time with this one. Like
I know you're gonna say already.
I mean, let's just lock it. Let's just seal it. We're gonna honorable mention to Arda Güler and bro, shout out all the Lamine Yamal. This award is already written. It's got your name on it, brother.
Okay, all right, Fuad.
You saw what you did at the last Euros. You set history as a 16-year-old.
It's crazy, man.
He can't even get a full license.
It's true. It's true.
We saw what he was doing to grown men. Adrian Rabiot called him out on the media on Thursday. On Friday, he knocked him out of the tournament and said,
"Damn,
get out of my face."
Yeah. All right, cool.
16, and now I'm supposed to believe Zaire Emery and so. Come on, man.
Listen. All right. Just to make it a little bit interesting, though, if it's not Lamine Yamal,
I want content, man.
Not Lamine Yamal, who would it be then? If it's not Lamine Yamal,
I've gone for Shaki. I'll be real, man. When you have that much attacking quality for France, Ryan Shaki, but every time you watch him for France, the guy is doing something. You're like, damn, you're holding your hands up.
I worry he becomes the victim of the talent there. That he becomes the guy who are like, yo, why is the shot not using? Because I've already heard there's some something that came out the last day or two where he pissed off Deschamps apparently or something like that. And I was already like, yo, are we already starting this narrative?
Like, yeah.
For me, I'm like,
the troublesome Arab.
Dembele, Mbappe, Doué. That's the four that I think they're going to go with, in my opinion. And I'm like, I think Doué's going to play in that 10 role potentially. Maybe Dembele drops in there. I don't know. But Turkey, I'm like, he's going to be the impact sub. But I think he could definitely, I mean, he done that at City. Pep tried to deny him, and he said, bro, I'm undeniable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's true still. So who did you go with for that? Just you went with Lamine Yamal?
I think that, to be fair, if it's not him, I would say Arda Güler. Similar kind of what you were saying on Kenan Yildiz. I look at him as like, he's the real heartbeat. And especially over the last 2 seasons at Madrid, he's taken more of a deeper role, a kind of more central field role. And he thrives on that kind of dictating the tempo. And I think he's probably going to get all the touches. Everything at Turkey is going to be going through him. And if Turkey do what people are kind of saying, I know it's kind of annoying to call them dark horses at this point because for 16 tournaments since 2002,
how long
they've been called dark horse going into every Euros, and it's like they've disappointed. So, but you hope that if they do well, Arda Güler will be a big factor for sure. So I look at him as like, you could be someone who has a big impact and people remember that kind of impact.
Yeah. I went with Lamine Yamal, of course. But I think another name I had in mind was João Neves.
Oh yeah,
from Portugal. Yeah,
I
had him. Yeah, because everyone forgets how young he is.
I apologize.
Bro, everyone forgets how young he is.
I swear to you, I was saying this in like a Champions League review the other day. I keep forgetting this grown-ass man is 20 years old, bro. Because he plays like he's 28 or 29, bro. Yeah, and I know he's small or whatever. No, I'm not joking. Liban, I take back. I'm sorry. I appreciate you. Girl. But don't get me my Lamajun, bro, because this belongs to João Neves. 100%.
Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. Your apology accepted because I'm with you, bro. Everyone thinks he's a grown man because of how he plays. He plays with so much maturity. And
he's the white Kante, man.
A lot of people. Yeah, literally.
The white Kante,
bro.
We're trying to get this. We're trying
to.
Trying to get the brand going, man.
Yeah, but listen, we'll move on to the next one. The Golden Boot. So who is going to be the top scorer at this World Cup? Rimedi, go first.
Okay. Shock horror. I'll go with Mr. Dictator.
And Maradona.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe.
You know what's great? I saw a video of him like a couple of days ago, him shaking hands with delegates, with French delegates. Bro, I was crying, bro. He's actually got dictator vibes, bro. It's crazy, bro.
He's
like, someone actually tweeted out there, was like, yo, this guy's handshaking with diplomats and emissaries of countries. Imagine what Arbeloa looks like when he's sat in front of it. I'm like, no, in this life, there is perspective to everything, you know. Because as a manager, you're walking in that dressing room thinking, I'm the gaffer, you're my player. You do what But he's in his head like, brother, I was in the Qatari emissary yesterday. He was begging me, yo, come to Qatar for a week just so I could give you 2 billion. Yeah? And you're talking to me about I need to track back. Shut up. Talk to me with some damn respect. I'm kind of starting to understand the...
Yeah, low-key, bro. Low-key, I'm starting to understand the dynamic.
He's getting me back.
I'm hearing that.
I know it's kind of almost like the lazy I'm saying back, but I kind of agree. He's the benchmark for goal scorers for me.
Yeah.
He's going for that record this World Cup as well. It'll be interesting. Can he break down? What is it? 4 to tie it, 5 to beat it?
And there's more games this World Cup.
And there's more games. You look at the group stage. I'm thinking there's some barbecue chicken in the rock right there, you know. And I know Faisal will be celebrating. Like, you know, we have stuck in emotions. But I think he is the benchmark in my opinion. And I think, as you say, France are the favorite team. They've got the most attacking talent. They've got probably the most togetherness as well in terms of they've been together as a core over a number of tournaments and had a fair amount of success now over a decade or so. So yeah, he has to be the one in my opinion. But how many? That's the question.
Yeah,
that's the question. Really and truly, that is the question. Because I thought it was either between him or Harry Kane, to be honest with you. Harry Kane, given the fact that he's in form, he's having the season of his life. And you mentioned that point earlier about the creating a legacy for Salah. I do really believe this is a legacy year for Harry Kane if he can finally get over that hoodoo that he's had with England over the past few tournaments and deliver a World Cup.
You know what I said as well, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're probably more of an England fan than I am, but I'm of the idea that England don't even need success per se. They just need a big performance or two from him. Personally, in the knockout stage, if let's say round of 16, semi-final, let's say England even lose in the final or whatever.
Yeah,
it's heartbreak for the country. But I think if Harry Kane does his thing in those two stages or
100%,
2 moments in the knockout stage, not just a penalty at the end of a 4-1 win or something like that, but significant moments. I think that's what people are looking for, and people have constantly been questioning with Harry Kane. It's like, all right, cool, you got the golden boot, but it was with a bunch of penalties and against Panama and all these, man. Then it was like the next one carried us, and you stat padded in the semi-final, you know what I mean? But then the next one, you cost us in the quarterfinals against France. I think they're just looking for that moment. And as you said, the type of seasons he's having, bro, this right now, I don't even think he needs to deliver the World Cup per se, but if he has a 1 or 2 big moments, it's in and around that top scorer race, I think it keeps that conversation going of, why shouldn't Harry Kane win it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. You know me, I'm Harry Kane's biggest hater. Fuad will tell you this, firsthand. I am. But even this season in the Champions League, I gave him credit because I think he done his job. I think he did everything he could, and ultimately they lost to a side, a generational side in PSG. He did his job. He scored against Real Madrid in both legs. Scored against PSG, I think, in both legs as well. Like, he couldn't do any more, I felt like, in this tournament. And this is the first time where I felt like, okay, you lost. And you lost to the better team ultimately, but you did your job, So for me, that's if he does something similar like that for England in this World Cup, where he's, like you said, he's having the moments, he's scoring the goals, and we ultimately lose to a better side in a semi-final or in a final, then there's nothing you could really say to him. And I still think he would be in contention for that Ballon d'Or. So yeah, I'm with you. I think he's capable of doing it. It's just that we haven't seen it yet, as of yet, in his England career, and I'm hoping this, given the form he's in, this is the one where we do see that.
Yeah,
but also you got to think about England's group, right? Who is it? It's, let me just get it up, but I always forget. It's Croatia, it's Ghana, and it's Panama. So Panama again, bro, opportunity to stat pad.
Another opportunity,
bro, stat pad. Ghana, okay, I don't want to disrespect my Ghanaians, but something can happen. Come on. And then Croatia, they're not the same Croatia.
Bro,
right,
they're still rolling out Modric, Rakitic, and
they're still rolling them out.
Come on, man. Let Dario Serna rest.
Literally.
Yeah,
literally.
Fries with that one. Fries with that one. Still.
Fries, man.
Yeah. So I'm still saying Mbappe though. Everyone here saying Mbappe? Mbappe. Now that's an easy pick then. Okay, so the next one is dark horses. So who is going to be the dark horse of the tournament? So essentially a country that we're not expected to go far, but might exceed expectations. What are we saying?
I've kind of got 2 here in a weird way because I'm kind of torn. I think Senegal I've got, which I think is kind of an obvious answer because of how they've been playing over the last 2 or 3 years, having that similar core, but now having like a young crop of talent that's coming through as well. Asana Diao, Ibrahim Mbaye, like it's more than just an 11. Now they've got actually a stacked team that can compare around the world. So I'm like, could they do kind of what Morocco did last year if they get favorable round? I look at them as one of the dark horses, but then the other one I look at is Norway, who I think everybody's kind of looking at as, oh yeah, hey, they have Haaland, and that's it. I'm like, yo, they've actually got Odegaard, Soloth, Oscar Bob, Antonio Nusa. In terms of the attacking talent, they can go toe for toe with anyone, in my opinion. The question is this is their first tournament in God knows how long. They don't really have that tournament experience, but sometimes I wonder, could that play in your favor, where you don't have this kind of fear and expectation? Now, don't get me wrong, this is the World Cup. Of course, there's going to be some nerves, but could it play into that fear factor of fuck it, it's a World Cup, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I look at Haaland as well, and I'm like, bro, people are talking about Mbappe top goal scorer, Kane top goal scorer. You can leave the group stage of a little young 3 or 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
On the world stage, We still ain't seen Haaland do it on the international stage. And one thing I always say, I've seen Lewandowski do it for Poland. I've seen Aubameyang do it for Gabon. No matter what your area is, if you're that big dog and that small fish, you've always seen them drag their country to a little side. Yeah, I've seen Gareth Bale drag Wales to a Euro semi-final.
Yeah, it's true.
Haaland. I know Odegaard might be coming off a limping season. Soloth, you don't know which Soloth you're going to get. But Oscar Bob coming off an ACL, we still don't know him. Antonio Nusa's still raw. But you're the one cash money guy. And you lead the country, you know what I mean?
But here's the thing. I
can't lie, you sold it well, though, Fuad. You sold it well.
You sold it.
One thing I will always say.
You sold it well. I can't lie.
They're a Ferrari in the front.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Toyota
Hey.
No, there's one thing with Norway, though, right? In life, you have to understand biology. Now, you're going to understand where I'm going with this. You have to understand biology, you have to understand science, and you have to understand the human being. If we're talking about a country that is that far north, that is onto the Arctic Circle, playing in the summer heat of America, 40 degrees, 42 degrees, you can't fight genetics. You can't fight genetics. I don't know if you saw the clip or some of the photos of them just passing out in training. They're like this in training. For me, you can't fight it, bro. For me, Norway are getting grouped. You can't fight genetics.
Oh, damn.
Damn, you put a size.
You know what's kind of crazy? It's actually one of those factors you don't consider. But I think every World Cup, it's caught people off guard. And you see teams that find it insufferable with the heat, and you're like, yo, my man don't look his full self. Yo, my man is only playing 60 minutes a game. It's like, brother, they're playing in 33-degree heat.
Humid.
It's crazy. It's human as well. You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
So that's why Norway, Mar Salama, thank you for the memories, but it's time to go. All right.
I still got Senegal.
Senegal, cool. That's yours.
Fuad and Rimedi.
So going back to my biology thesis, right? I got to think about they're playing in Mexico, Monterrey, Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City. They're playing in altitude. What's a country that performs well in altitude? Huh? South American teams. Bolivia's one, but there's a country that borders Bolivia. My dark horses are Ecuador, right? You got to think about Ecuador, right? Ecuador have only conceded 5 goals in the whole of the qualifying stage for the World Cup. They finished second only to Argentina, right? Ecuador, bro. What people are saying, bro, the Bermuda Triangle. People say Pacho, Hincapié, and Caicedo. The Bermuda Triangle. That's what people are calling them. Purvis is stupid dad at left back. Right back. What's his name? They got I forgot his name. Right back who's bossing it right now. What's it, bro? Mourinho. I forgot his name. What's his name?
Mourinho, no?
No, bro. I'm gonna go crazy. I need to get up the Ecuador team, bro. Well, I forgot his name.
I'm rating the team that he doesn't even know the players.
Nah,
that's crazy.
I got it. Joe Ordonez from Brugge. Joel Ordonez, bro. They got something, bro. Enna Valencia always turns up at the World Cup, bro. You got to think about this. Bro,
Enna Valencia, that's true, you know. I've heard that name in a minute.
Ran that back in 2022.
Bro. Yeah, man.
I hear it. One last one. 2026. Now you're wilding.
Bro. He plays for a Mexican team right now, Pachuca, bro. He knows what's going on, bro.
But look, that defense is getting crumbled. I can't lie to you,
bro. The Bermuda Triangle. Fuad, this is your brand, bro.
Name me who's in the front line.
Wallahi, I'll be real.
Rodriguez. You need a something.
All right, Fuad. I feel like Rimedi's pick is like scientifically researched.
Bro, that's what
he's done the scientifically researched predictions, bro. He's done this like he's looked at the biology, looked at locations.
My point, bro.
That's geography. Yeah,
that's my point. When everyone zigs, you zag.
Nah, so when I'm seeing Enna Valencia at 36, still getting selected, you have no hope.
Hey, they're gonna clip this.
worth more than 3 million. you have no hope. It's defensive, inshallah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll be real.
Inshallah.
Bro, that's what we got. That's what we got hot. We got Garachua, bro. We got it, bro. We're there. Ecuador, my dark horses. We're getting to the round of 16 quarterfinals. There we go.
Worst thing
Fairs.
is, earlier on I was saying Germany might be one of the disappointing teams. I just realized Ecuador's in their group. You've just given me hope for Germany.
Yeah, to be fair, they got a tough group. They do have a tough group, to be fair, though, because they got Ivory Coast in there as well. So yeah, it's tough. I went with Morocco as my dark horses again. Another one I thought about was Japan. I can't lie. You see Japan. You see the football they play. Bro, that's crazy.
Proper.
The football. Look at who I'm thinking. Yeah,
I can't lie to you.
Yeah,
Japan,
bro. Japan is one of them. Hey, they're giving me galactic football vibes.
I'm watching
They're giving me galactic
very
football vibes. I can't lie to you.
I'm watching Japan very closely. Everybody is jumping on the Japan bandwagon. Yeah.
Bro, they got me. They got me.
They sound like Uruguay of last tournament, Turkey of yesteryear. Bro, when everybody unanimously decides you're the dark horse, and to be fair, they've had relative success in the last couple tournaments as well. Known as hard work. You know what I mean? Mitoma's broke out. Minamoto, unfortunately, injured, missing this tournament. I don't know, man. This is another defense and Maeda inshallah. I don't know about that. I'm looking at this Japan
you know what? Do you know what?
Hey, the same blue lock.
Wait, Fuad.
That's for you.
Fuad.
For you.
Wait, Fuad, you said Minamoto. Who's that?
Minamino.
Bro, who's that?
My brain went to, do you remember the mini moles we used to have in the end back in the day?
That's crazy. You know what I thought you did? Do you know what I thought you did? I thought you mixed Matoma's name with it.
Yeah, bro. It was,
I thought you mixed the names together.
I cracked over there, man.
Yeah, but, you know what? I'm gonna go with Japan though.
Because him and Mitoma are two big.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, the hard work thing can only get you so far in the World Cup, man.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go with Japan. Bun it. Just because Fuad said that, I'm gonna go with Japan. So I got Japan, Remedi's Ecuador, and Fuad is Senegal. Senegal.
I said a little.
Yeah, you can't. Nah, I hear it. All right, cool. So now, the big one. We are now predicting the winners of the World Cup. So, Fuad, you know what? I'm gonna start with you. Who are you predicting to win the 2026 World Cup?
My 2026 World Cup winners are Vive la France. Ooh. And you know what? I've gone back and forth with this one.
Okay.
Because I can't remember. I was on a show the other day and I said Spain. And I thought about it afterwards and I was like, do I actually believe Spain are going to win it? Or am I just saying that because they're a good football inside? They got, semi-final last Euros, did well with, De La Fuente at the last tournament, Lamine Yamal's there. I was like, I'm looking at the rest of the team and I'm like, it's cute, but I'm not moved. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I wonder if they can get found out in that kind of semi-final, final stage potentially. I think they'll do a deep run, but I don't know if I had them as winners. But I look at, bro, I can't lie to you, it sounds lazy because I've chosen Elise, but I'm looking at France and I'm like, brothers, there is no way you can fail. You have the goalkeeper, you have the back line, you have the midfield, you have the strength and depth in the attack. And the attack is not just like your regular attack, bro. We're talking arguably some of the best players in the world. You're talking top 3 in their positions. So I'm like, it has to be you. Like England, Brazil, I can name all these teams, but I can name you countless reasons why they won't win it. I can probably give you the least amount of reasons for France as to why they won't win it, which for me is why I think they'll win it.
The reason why I didn't go France is because in my World Cup bracket, France played Spain, who are my World Cup winners. And they face each other in the round of 16, which is a crazy tie, first of all, for the round of 16. And I'm like, yo, it's close. But France were my number 2, But yeah, I have to go Spain, and I think
Do you
Liban might have
remember?
the same one.
Do you remember 2018 when they won it? They had
Yeah.
to link Argentina in the quarterfinals, and everyone was like, "Yo, Messi versus the new guard, Mbappe and Griezmann, the new babies." What are they saying? They said, "Come outside, young blood. We got 4 of them things for you." And you know what, Pavard? Go and show them that little gunslinger back in the training. Yeah, don't worry, Pedri, Yamal, come outside.
I can't lie. I can't lie. I'm going with Spain, man. I'm going with Spain. I know it's a boring answer. A little bit. It is a little bit boring to say Spain. But I just look at them, like you said, Fuad, as a footballing side. For me, I find it hard to see another country that plays better football than them. I think also in terms of consistency of performances, I think they're a team that I could see doing this throughout the tournament. You know, I feel like with France, even though with all the superstars, I feel like it's more, one, it's about getting the right team, first of all, and getting the right players to gel with each other, especially when you have the likes of Mbappe, Dembele, Olise, Doué. How do you fit all these players in? But then also, it might take them a few games before they find that right balance. It might not click straight away, but I think it might take a bit of time for, when you have that much talent as well, it's sometimes...
Deschamps is, bro.
I know who he is, but you know what it is?
Deschamps was won this as a player and a manager, bro.
And as a manager, but you see 2018, it was more, you had a young Mbappe that, you know, was still making a name for himself. You had Griezmann, Olivier Giroud. There was a balance, kind of like, there wasn't too many big superstars. Now you got basically 5 superstars at hand in your starting 11, and now you need to find a way for them to gel. Even in the last World Cup, I felt
really,
like...
Bro, let's keep it a bean. For all the superstars that there are, Mbappe, steer the ship, brother. This is your ship. This is
Mbappe. No, I agree. I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, as much as Didier Deschamps looks like the puppet master, the puppet master behind the puppet master is Mbappe. I agree. Dembele, Ballon d'Or, we Doué, superstar. Olise, yeah. Bro, this is Mbappe's team. Let's not joke about that. All this gelling stuff. And Maradona. Turkey, you're there. Game 2. Amavinga, you didn't make this tournament. This is the reason why. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, I think this
season, you know what is?
This is really the make or break for Mbappe, the dictator. I cannot lie to you. Walks away, winner of the World Cup, Golden Boot, broken the record. Bro.
He goes down as one of the greatest.
Enrique, Florentino, you man can rest. There's a new chief in town, bro. I'm telling you. And even that Ballon d'Or race all of a sudden gets murky. People be like, hey, if we're judging on the individual, Mbappe has 60 plus GA this season. He might not have done it, but he done his thing. And now at the World Cup, at the biggest stage, he done his thing. He broke historical records. He's the top goal scorer and he's the player of the tournament, and they won the World Cup. He's got to be a Ballon d'Or frontrunner, because that's what they did with Dembele after the Champions League. So that's my thing. It's like Mbappe, we talked about legacies for England and all these guys. I think Mbappe, bro, his legacy has actually grown the most off of the back of the last 2 World Cups. His final performance is known as one of the most historic performances ever. The 2018, the way he burst on the scene, wins the World Cup in his breakout year at Monaco as well, let's be honest. And now the second one, you deliver it. 2 World Cups in your name. Oh, mate.
It will be 3. If he was to go to a final, it would be 3 World Cup finals.
All-timer.
I don't think anyone's done that.
Not just Ballon d'Or.
I don't think, it's mad.
He's entering all-timer conversations. Bro.
I agree, bro.
Is he France's greatest player? And they've had Platini, Zidane, and Thierry Henry.
It's mad.
And Benzema. And people cannot push him off the podium.
Yeah. No, listen. Listen. See, you know, there's some players that no matter what's happening in their club football, when it comes to international football, they just turn up. You've seen it.
Enno Valencia.
Like this.
Enno Valencia, bro.
Oh my god. This is nasty. Hey, but like Mbappe, I don't have any doubts that he can turn up in this World Cup. I think he will as well. Crazy it sounds, I think he will turn up. But I think France they're showing me a team that are going to be relying heavily on individual moments, individual brilliance. I don't think the team will be as cohesive as we would like to think on paper. I think Spain, yes, it's the Lamine Yamal show, but they're a more cohesive team. I feel like the football's a lot more fluid. It's a lot more organized. They got Rodri at the heart. Like I feel like it's a lot more
Let me say this
team. It's more of a team. Yeah,
I hear that. But Danny Olmo ain't the Danny Olmo he was even the last Euros.
Don't we got rid of that guy. We got rid of him.
Ain't the last Rodri. Rodri ain't the last Rodri who was at the last Euros. Zubimendi is not the same Zubimendi he was at the last Euros.
Cool. We can flip that though.
Nico Williams is not the same Nico Williams he was at the last Euros.
I hear this though. Now we've got Pedri who's back fit. We also have Fermin Lopez in the mix now.
Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres having it in the form of his life right now.
Come on,
you ain't
man.
hyping up no Leon Buzidium. Come on, bro.
Listen.
Come on, bro.
I'm saying, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, isn't it? Don't be surprised if they do it again.
100%. Liban, we're in the same boat here. I'm surprised. No one said Argentina. No one said last dance for Ronaldo.
They used up all their energy, man. They used up all their token and the credits in that last World Cup, man.
Talking about biggest disappointments, I almost mentioned Argentina because
really,
I think both the defensive duo in terms of Lisandro and Romero, we haven't seen that in terms of as a pairing at the World Cup. Last time it was Otamendi in there. But I also think both of them are coming back off big injuries as well. And then I'm looking at the rest of the team and I'm like, outside of Messi, Julian Alvarez and Lautaro, eyeballs are on you, man, this tournament, brothers. Nico Paz, I hope you have a breakout tournament. What do you mean, whoa?
Julian Alvarez, bro, come on.
He's done his team. He's done his team. But now, hey,
he's done his thing at the World Cup too.
Let's not forget they have lost, in my opinion, the most important player in Argentina for the last 12 years, Di Maria. For me, he made that team tick. He made them flow. Big games, he was the one that turned up. Go look at the Robin to every big Messi moment in Argentina. Angel Di Maria is there. The angel is in his name. He will be on your shoulder. He's there. But Julian, that last breakout tournament, that was nice. We like that. Now I need a grown man performance. Lautaro, they're calling you Higuain 2.0. Listen, tell me you ain't a Serie A gunman. Tell me you ain't Argentinian Immobile. Show me something this tournament, brother. And Nico Paz, I really hope he's one of those. We mentioned breakout players. He's one that I think this season has been incredible at Como. Insane player, in my opinion. Winger, can play in the 10, technically very gifted, can drop in the deeper role and do dirty work as well. And I think Argentina will get that out. Could he maybe carry that mantle of Di Maria? I look at his profile and I'm thinking they're very similar. But I think they could be one of the disappointments because, as you said, bro, the legs ain't really there. Nahuel Molina, you know, all these dogs, the Paul and all
even
these
McAllister. Even McAllister.
Miskin,
bro. They took him to Turkey and he come back more bold. I said, finish.
Come on, Miskin.
Steroids are more
aura.
Steroids were
no aura. You use in 1 year.
25. And now we're in 2026. Expiration date, bro.
Bro, he lost so much aura in a year, bro. It's crazy. Last year, the guy, he's up there, best midfielder in the league. This year, Miskin. He's going to Besiktas, bro. He's doing an advert. He's doing an advert like that, man.
But you know what's crazy, Rimedi? This is why the World Cup's special, because the World Cup allows players to resurge, redemption. If you had a poor season, it doesn't matter anymore. We don't care about what happened the last 8-9 months. We care about this 1 month particular. And I feel like McAllister is one of those players that when he's wearing an Argentina shirt, I can't lie to you, he's almost a little bit possessed. Because I can't like that last year, that last tournament, the World Cup, him and Enzo, by the way, those two in the Argentina shirt, fair play, bro. That's what they got. Their big moves.
£20 million move, bro.
It's crazy.
That's one of the things I always look forward to most in the World Cup. I know we looked at who is going to be the biggest finesser of this World Cup. And it's not their fault that they're going to be a finesser. It's their club. But someone is going to put on the 5-game show of their life throughout this tournament. I don't know. It might be Richard Rios at Colombia. A random guy at a random. And I swear to you, he's going to get a 75 million move that he doesn't deserve. And there's going to be so much pressure and eyeballs on him. And his career is going to be cooked in about 3 or 4 years, bro.
That always
I
happens
wonder-
every World Cup, I feel like. Yeah.
Bro, every single World Cup there is someone. Amrabat, you lot fell victim to that one.
Yeah, we felt victim. Lucky it was a loan deal though. It was a loan deal.
Yep.
We got live. We got
You were
live.
you were too broke.
did a-
Luckily,
Them a wig host.
Luckily. We did
When-
a trial. We did a trial. We did a trial run. We did a trial run.
But I'm telling you, someone is gonna get finessed into something, and I'm just wondering who is that player gonna be.
No, I think it's
Do you lot- do
Brazil.
you lot have
No,
any-
no, it's
anything-
you know what's
anything
crazy.
candidate?
What the biggest finesse job?
Who do you think could potentially finesse a big move?
That's a
Not
good.
that they will, not that you want them to, or you think that they're shit and they'll probably get one, but someone who you think, yo, he's actually in a weird position that he can capitalize on being the shit guy in a good team.
I don't know
Or a good
about shit guy in a good team, but
Or the good
Alvarez,
guy in a
bro.
shit team.
Alvarez, if
Mhm.
we're going off that, bro, the guy could get sold for 150 M's. He's not a 150 M player.
Here's one year that I swear to you, I'm not joking with you. I love him as a player. I think when Atletico paid what they paid, it was insane. It was like the João Felix. I was like,
Yeah.
you're fucking up the market, bro. What are you doing? Because if you're setting a precedent like that for a player who's still raw, imagine what people are going to ask for the finished product. And
Yeah.
ever since that Atletico deal, it's like, no, it's only north from here. And I'm like,
Yeah.
he's never worth that in the first place. It's like, we need to reset the whole market, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I would have said Rafael Leao. I think he might have been that player maybe that has a few mad games and then he gets sold for a crazy amount of money.
What?
But
Getting
he
in
got
the
sent off. So I don't know what
getting in
happened.
the punch up right before as well. Hey,
Yeah.
you might have won me just with that. I said, hold on, brother. I know you had that in you.
It's crazy.
I've been watching you for 7 years, and I thought you was weak in the knees. You finally showed me some fight. I said, you know what? And do you know what made me more impressed with that? Was Martinez backing it in the press conference. I said, no.
Yeah.
Get jiggy with this culture.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good one.
Does that red card count into the World Cup?
No,
I mean,
it doesn't.
It doesn't, right? It's a friendly, yeah.
It doesn't.
So it doesn't count.
It depends if FIFA ban him like themselves, but I don't think they would. It wasn't really a punch. It was like a slap in the like. It was like a slap and a push.
It was more than he's ever done in his career.
100%. 100%. Speaking of Portugal, could it not be Mateus Fernandes as well, bro? Some of the prices I'm seeing get quoted. I don't think he'll get a lot of game time, but some of the prices.
I don't think he got picked. Mateus
I swear
Fernandes. He got picked.
You see that dude? Yeah, we need to stop.
Did he get picked? I swear he didn't get picked.
Oh, maybe I'm a casual. Lie.
Yeah, I don't think he got picked. I don't think he got
Oh,
selected.
Fez. Well, I'm a casual then.
Yeah,
Let me see.
but there's another guy that plays for is it Mallorca or something, and apparently he's meant to be the next big thing for Portugal in midfield. But I can't remember his name. But I think he took Mateus Fernandes's. What would have been?
Yeah,
his
he's not
place.
going. He's not going.
He's not going. Yeah, he's not going.
Yeah, casual.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
I'm a
It's
casual.
all good.
Yes,
Now, the only reason why I know that is because obviously I'm following him. Obviously for United, I've been doing some scouting.
Like, bro,
Doing my-
I was
doing my
like,
scouting
yo,
report
this dude
for United.
did not play well enough this season to go to no damn World Cup, bro. I was like, nah. He had the biggest opportunity to deny Arsenal the title, and he fumbled that opportunity. Just off of that, missed the plane, bro.
Don't remind me, bro.
Hold
Don't
that
remind
one. Yeah, watch it at home, just like the rest of us. Yeah,
Yeah.
invite him to
Listen.
come on this
Do some roundups with us. Do some roundups with us. Well, listen, there you have it. That is our predictions for the World Cup. Hope you lot enjoyed it. Make sure to comment also your predictions as well, and also you feel free to agree or disagree with our picks as well. Also, make sure to keep an eye out on the brackets video, which we'll do next. I will also make sure to upload that as well in the coming days as well. So make sure to check that out. And until next time, peace.